YouTube, it's Carrie, Lady VSG, doing my weekly update even though I'm actually a couple of days late. Today is March 4th, 2015. I'm having my surgery April 6th, 2015 at the Obesity Control Center in Tijuana, Mexico. My starting weight was 301.8 pounds. Today I weighed in at 287.5 pounds. So a total loss of like 15 pounds. So that's my minimum requirement from the nutritionist and from Dr. Ariel Ortiz to have the surgery done. So I'm really excited. I've met that requirement. Like, you know, any additional loss from here on out is just icing on the cake. So I've got 4 weeks before the surgery, including the 2 week of liquid diet. 2 weeks of liquid diet. So I'm hoping to lose, you know, maybe another 5 to 10 pounds. But, you know, at this point, like, I've done it. I've made my requirement, so that's awesome. So there not really much of a update this week. I didn't try any new products, anything like that. But there were two things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So first of all, on a personal note, my companion, my friend who already had the surgery done a couple years ago, had it done from Dr. Ortiz at the Obesity Control Center. That's how I even heard about the center to begin with. She is having her own personal issues right now, and so she's not sure she's gonna be able to make it down to Mexico with me, which is a bummer. You know, I'm kind of waffling on it. Like, there's a part of me that's disappointed because, of course, I would rather have somebody there who's already been through it and can be like, you know, reassuring and knows the staff and knows the process of like getting from San Diego to the Obesity Control Center. And I mean, I know there's going to be a shuttle and all that stuff, but there's the part of me that kind of wanted somebody there to basically hold my hand and be like, it's fine, it's fine. So in that respect, I'm bummed that she might not be able to come. On the other hand, I know what a giant baby I am when I'm sick or hurting or whatever. And so in that respect, not having her there, I'm kind of like, I'm okay with it because I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to be in pain. You know, after the surgery, it's not like we're going to go do touristy stuff. You know, it's going to be me being exhausted and tired because I will have been on liquid diets for, 2 weeks beforehand. And I'm going to be learning how to eat with my new stomach. And I imagine I'm just going to be kind of a crabby baby the whole time. So I don't think I'd be very good company. So there's the part of me that's like, maybe this is for the best, you know? She's not going to have to deal with me acting like a 2-year-old, and she'll still be my friend. So, like, I'm bummed that she might not come, but at the same time, it's like, well, now I don't feel bad that, oh, I'm hurting. I just want to sit here and watch The Blacklist off my iPad. Like, that's not going to be fun for her. So yeah, basically that's it. The other thing that I'm currently frustrated about is financing. So I spent the last year finishing my RN. And so I don't really have any savings left because I didn't work this last year. I was just in Boise going to school. And, so I'm out of savings. Like, I don't have any options for the surgery aside from financing it. And on the webpage for the Obesity Control Center, they link to, institutions that they work with, financial institutions and stuff. So the first one I applied through was Cetera. And, I wasn't real thrilled with it. I asked for a $7,000 loan. By the time I repaid the whole thing, it was I would have paid them a little bit more than $10,000. So I'm like, oh, that's awesome, like, whatever. And so I thought everything was already approved and taken care of, and I got a voicemail this morning saying that, well, the bank's kind of waffling, and they really want a cosigner. And I don't know if I know I mentioned it in my introductory video, but I haven't really told anyone that I'm having the surgery. I mean, I told my friend who was going to come down with me. Both of my brothers know, but they're out of state. One lives in New York and one lives in Ohio. But I haven't told, I haven't told my parents, I haven't told my sister, I haven't told any of my local friends. And I know that they'll all be supportive, but it's one of those things where I still feel defensive and insecure about having this done. Like, I know that they will support me, but I don't want to spend the last month before the surgery feeling like I have to justify myself over and over again, you know? Even though logically I know that they're not going to be like that, but you know, whatever. Like that's just where I'm at. So I haven't told anybody. And so, and even if I had, I don't want them to co-sign for it, you know? Like I feel weird about that. Like, I'm going to go have this elective surgery. Would you be financially responsible for it? You know, like I don't want to do that. So I went back to the website and I applied for a loan from a different institution. And so far I'm pre-approved. Like, I'm just waiting to hear back like the final yay or nay. And I don't know. I'm really frustrated with Cetera. The other company that I'm attempting to go through now is Avant Credit, and I can't remember what the link was that I clicked on the Obesity Control Center's website to get to that particular bank. But their repayment schedule, like, they allowed me to adjust how long of a term I wanted. Like, you could do a minimum of 18 months and I think a maximum of 60 months. And so I thought, you know, just for my own thing, I also just had to buy a new car because my old car was just falling apart. And so, you know, I've got a new car payment, and so part of me was like, well, I should go for like the maximum amount of time, and that will give me the smallest payment. I'll just have to have these payments for 5 years. But then, you know, doing that, I was back at paying $10,000. So I decided, you know, I want to do consistent updates at least through the 2-year mark, you know, because I figure by then, like, everything will be under control. Hopefully I'll be at my goal weight or pretty close to it, you know, and it will be, everything will be more habitual by then. So I figured, like, that's a good time frame. Like, it's been 2 years, the surgery's paid off, blah, blah, blah. So upside, that means with the interest rate and stuff that I'm only going to owe them, like, I'm going to be repaying them like $8,500 or $8,900, somewhere right around there. And I had asked for a $7,000 loan because the surgery, like with the surgery, and then I wanted a buffer for, you know, like if anything unexpected comes up, if there's post-op meds that I have to pay for, just stuff like that. Like I want to be able to pay for the surgery and have kind of a buffer just in case. So yeah, so that's where I'm at now. So I'm hoping to hear back from them because they, like, the website and the people, you know, the online chat person that I was talking to seemed nice. It seems a little bit more professional than the Cetera situation, quite frankly. And I actually got to pick how long my terms were, and I'm not paying $10,000 to repay a $7,000 loan, which I liked. So that's where I'm at now. It sucks that I have to finance the surgery, but I really want this surgery. I really want to, like, start my new life. And so, you know, that's the choice that I made. I could have waited another year or two to save up the money on my own and just pay cash out of pocket. But, you know, this is the choice I'm making, and these are the things I'm going through. So, I mean, I guess I would just say, you know, do your research. If you use Cetera, like, I hope they were awesome to you. I'm currently feeling really frustrated with them. But, you know, and maybe that was just a one-time thing. I don't know. So, just a heads up. All right. I'll check in with you guys next week.